Hi everybody, it's Sherry with Blessed Baubles, and I am making a new intro to this video. However, you're going to see me continue from the last video that I did. So last time we ended, I was about to test these items here. I had already tested that one. So you're going to see the end of that video, and stay tuned to the end of this entire video, because then I'm going to bring some of these brooches up for sale. So if you don't want to miss these brooches that are from this lot, then stay to the end, okay? So we'll see you then. Oops, I almost forgot. Here is my email address, CapeCodEbayGirl@gmail.com. And if you see some of this jewelry that you'd like to purchase, the brooches at the end, or any of the pieces that I price throughout the video, please send me the video name and the episode number, the timestamps of when your pieces show, a brief description of them, and the price. So if you can remember 4 things, okay? Take a screenshot of this so you'll know what I need. And I thank you so much for this. I'll be able to answer you right away and let you know if I still have the item. If any of this is missing, sometimes it'll slow things up and I'll have to go to the next email, and I don't like to do that, so I don't want to disappoint anyone. So send this stuff to me and it would really help, okay? Thanks very much for that. And hey, if you have not subscribed, please do. I think a lot of people say this on their channels, but they have a whole bunch of watching people, but not all of them subscribe. So I'm going to ask you to do that today. Click that button. It does help the channel. It scoots us up a little, and it tells us thank you for what we do. And also, if you subscribe, you won't miss the next video, because there'll be a notification sent to you when I post the next one. So we have a lot of fun here, so I hope you'll join our group. Thank you. Alrighty, this is how I have things. This is mark 925. That's our mark here. This is marked 925. That's our mark right here. This is not marked, and the clasp test kind of did like a plated thing. There's little flakes on there. And these 2 pieces are kind of like copper. So I'm going to say this one is not, and take it out of the picture. This is that really old pin. There's our mark there. These 2 pieces have like a copper color scratch, so those are going to go in our craft pile. This one also has a copper color scratch, but it is a beautiful stone. So not sure what someone would want to do with that, but I think the stone is gorgeous and is worth salvaging. So the ring itself is a little over 6. And I think just for the stone, I'm going to say 10 on that. It's beautiful, really beautiful. So that's all of those. These also have a brass underneath, so I was right about those. They are vintage. I'll clean them up. They are silver over brass. That one's done. We have our sterling earrings. There's our marks. 1 for the wires, 1 for the earrings. These are the pearl. The wires and the other part does not look sterling to me, so we're going to put those to the side. This ring has me very interested. It is a real pearl. I went and got another one, tested it against it, and it is a real one. And I'm interested in the design of this band. I'm thinking maybe it's not sterling, because it's not tarnishing like sterling. Maybe it could be a white gold that just, you can't read it anymore because it was so loved. So I took a couple of tests of this. Could be nothing, but that's a real pearl. And then we have a really old butterfly pin. I have no doubt that's going to be sterling, but let's see what we got together, okay? Get my new bottle of stuff, of silver testing. Put a little bit on those. We're not going to do that. Not do those. Earring wires and earrings. Not doing that. And I'm going to put some there on that ring, and some here on the butterfly. And leave room for testing for gold on that ring. Got all my Q-tips ready. So now we're going to see this necklace. It looks really dark on the stone. I don't want to move it because then you won't be able to remember where the pieces are. So that is sterling. We have a beautiful sterling necklace. And what looks like the bracelet that goes with it is also sterling. So wonderful. I'll give a price on those in a minute. Then we have this really old pin. This looks very red on the board, and it is sterling. And we saw the mark on that. It said S-T-E-R. So you see the color it's supposed to turn? And it should not fade away either. That red should stay there. Flip this over. We'll go to our ear wires on our little Mexico jasper earrings. And we have sterling on the wires and sterling on the earrings. So that's nice too. Now, butterfly pin, sterling again. Now the ring. Not seeing any red color on that test, and it's not showing me any signs of that being silver. So I'm kind of right about that. I'm going to get my 14 karat out. Green top on that. And let's just see if maybe I don't think it's staying at all on the 14. So I'm thinking not, but it is very interesting. Put a little bit of 10. And that's kind of smoking right away, so I'm going to say it's probably not 10 either. Get another test of it. Does not come up as anything but a silver color. So see what I mean? It's just interesting, that metal. Let's see, I'm going to do the 10 again on the ring. And it is staying there with the 10 karat. So I don't know. What do you think about that? Could it be a 10 karat white gold? Just very curious about that metal. It just looks different to me. Now, last but not least, where's that ring? It just looks like a faded mark in there that I can't make out. And I'm gonna test it one more time. I hate to do this, but in this case, we gotta know. I'm gonna take the platinum. I think if the other 14 karat in those didn't stay, I don't think the platinum will. But oh, it's staying. Wow, I thought if the 14 and the 18 didn't stay, that the platinum really wouldn't, but it is staying there. It's really staying there. So here and here, that's the 10 karat and that's the platinum. I just wonder if we have a pearl and a platinum ring. The color is just different. I don't want to go on and on about it, but something different about that ring to me. So I'll clean this all up and we'll be right back. All right, we'll start with these. These are the crystal and a faux coin pearl, but a real, probably freshwater little Tahitian pearl at the top. The wires did not appear to be sterling. They're beautiful little earrings. As always, I can put sterling wires on things if you'd like me to, and I just add $7 for the wires if you need that. Otherwise, the earrings are going to be $12. So that's those. Then we have our adorable little red jasper, all marked ATI 925 in Mexico. And these are just beautiful little guys. And you already know what they look like, but oh, there they go. So they're little. The wires are shorter than usual and need a little bit of fixing right there on the shape. But I will say 20 on those. Gorgeous color red. This guy, I can hold out and see if I find the stone that goes in the middle, but I would say that's a super, super old pin. Let's see, the catch. That works great. And I'm going to say 20 on that piece. If you want me to clean it up, I can do so. But I'll say 20. It's a nice, lovely, old guy. Now for the necklace, it's all sterling. I tested the clasp. It is marked here as well. And the beads, everything is sterling. This measures 16 inches. And you've got a matching bracelet. Is it matching? It is not exactly matching, but I'm going to say close enough. It's the same style, which probably someone donated it that way. Where are you, bracelet measurer? Here it is. It's measuring a little bigger than a 7. And yeah, that's the only place you can clasp. Right there, so a 7. So I'm still going to sell them together. This has some good weight to it, that necklace. Give it a quick weight. Just so you know, it's really hard to tell by the camera how heavy and substantial something is, but I did want you to know this is really well made and feels good and heavy. 7.8 grams on the necklace, 3.2 on the bracelet. So for this set, I will say $20 on the sterling silver necklace and bracelet. And I will send you a little sterling silver polishing cloth so that you can polish it up yourself a little more if you'd like to. Then we have this old piece. And we know that it says 925 Mexico, Taxco. Oh, that is so beautiful. I'm going to say 35 on this. It's an oldie. It's all sterling marked and beautiful. So 35 on the pin. I'm not going to do this earring yet because I don't even have a second one, or that, or that. So we have some gold pieces to test, and I'll be right back with those. Alrighty, I almost forgot about our 3-piece set in the back there. So I just did a test. This is the bracelet, this is the earring wire, and that is the necklace. Let's see what we got here. I do think they are a little bit rhodium plated, which is why they are so shiny. Let's see what we got on that set. And again, I think it's a JMA if the first initial is the one in the middle, but you guys can remind me. I always forget that. So that is that red bloody color. There's no other way to describe it. So that's the earring wire. That is the necklace. So we have sterling on that. And I never like to scratch the jewelry deeply, but I do want to get enough so that we can see what it is. And this looks very red already. And that was the bracelet. So that is definitely a sterling silver set, which is lovely. And I hope we have someone that has these initials. So the necklace is 18 inches. The bracelet we already measured. And the earrings are beautiful too. But just in case someone's tuning in or maybe tuned out when I measured the bracelet, let's do it again. Oh, maybe I didn't measure it. So it's 8 inches and it's adjustable. So there's like little links here that you can clasp this to. So it can go from, I'd say, a 6 to an 8. So that's fantastic. I'll show you again those links that you can clip it to anywhere along there before it gets thicker. It's like a little tiny Rolo chain. So all of that, whole entire set, and it's nice. I mean, that's that's a good thickness to the sterling. A beautiful little Rolo on the bracelet. I think I'm going to say 55 on the set. Because if those are your initials, that's a jackpot to have a whole set like that. If there's no one here with that, with those initials, then I can put it on eBay. There'll be a much bigger audience looking at it, hopefully, that may be actually searching for those initials. So that's what we'll say on that one. Now, I went away and spent quite a lot of time cleaning this locket up. And I will say, I think it's probably gold faced. So if you look right there, you can see that there's a gold color. You see the line that's right here? So it looks to me like brass on the inside and that gold layer on the outside. And I also think that because I really cleaned this corner where that brass seemed to be coming through, and although it shined up a little because it probably is brass underneath, you can see that layer of gold on the top of that metal. So do you think I'm right? I think it's gold over brass, maybe some kind of Asia marks, don't know. The inside looks a lot darker, doesn't it? So we're going to test this and see what we have on the outside. I'll do the back of it and see what that tests as, if anything. It's probably a lower carat gold because it does look kind of coppery. And to compare it to the metal inside, I will try to test it right there. So try again right here. I just don't want to go in that same spot that we know is brass. I'll get somewhere else and see what we got. So that's the locket. Then we have this little pin. This is the one that I don't know, has some kind of 2-year, and it has the separate piece in the front that you can change out with that little pin. There's no markings on it. I cleaned this up a little bit too. I'm just not really great at this kind of stuff yet. So let's just test it, see what we got. And let's look at the side again and see if there's any layer. I'm not seeing a layer. Caleb, if you're watching, I'm going to ask you to help me this time, okay? And return the favor of putting in the comments what you think, since you're much better at this part than I am, as I go to his videos and leave comments about the pieces of jewelry that he might not necessarily know. Now, we're testing the side of the pin. It's looking kind of coppery. I don't know how I would test that little piece except to take it out of there. So I'm going to wait and see what Caleb says about that. Again, Crow Dragon Pirate is his channel name. Really a lot of fun to watch what he does. This is the little helicopter pin. I did clean this up a little bit better. I will take a Google image search and see if it tells me anything about it, but again, brass is hard to tell between brass and gold, at least for me at this point. So I'm going to test it right here. Maybe a little longer in case we have to do 10, 14, and 18. That's looking a little better. Then we have this chain, and I'm going to show you the mark. See what you think on this one. I've got to get it. It's so tiny, so we're going to have to really work at seeing what it is. No, it's not there. It is right there. I'm going to unclasp this chain, and then I'm also going to stress that the clasp is older. It doesn't have the usual thumb tab on it. It has an older style. So it's quite the oldie. And let's see if I can get this really good and close, because I don't know what it says either. Let me know what you think. I hope I can get it really well. It's not easy to hold this in microscopic distance so you can see. And I'll take a look after you do. I'm thinking, looks like a 10K. I hope I'm not making you crazy. So see that right down in the bottom? Looks like a 10K, but I don't know because it's half worn away. There's just no other way to tell. I would think if it was 14K, there would be a stick there before that K. So don't know, but it certainly looks like real gold. I mean, look at all that. It's a beautiful chain, no matter how you look at it. All right, so let's, gosh, I really hate to scratch jewelry so much. Oh, where am I gonna do it? I guess on the side of this, because we got to know, and I'm gonna take these pieces to a jeweler that has that XRF, I think that's what it's called, XRF machine, and see how it x-rays out. Now, it could be a new clasp, we don't know, but I'm going to test that too. Right here. And I just don't feel like I got it really well. Look how thin that is on the end. I really don't want to do that. I'll do this one. So the mark is not clear enough for us to know the carat weight. Examining the whole piece, it does look solid and it looks beautiful. And this was on this, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're the same. Okay. Let's start with 14 karat. Our locket, let's try our helicopter first. And that goes away right away. That goes away right away. This is the inside of that, right? Yeah. That goes away. The outside of it does not go away. So outside of the locket is still there. This is a bad scratch right here, but I'm going to put it on there anyway. And all parts of the chain are staying there very well. Very well. So the front of our locket is there. On that back one right there. And then every part of that chain looks really great. So if that was 10 karat, look how good the 14 karat is staying. Maybe it's more than 10. That looks really good. Very good. So, sad to say our helicopter pin is a no. So far this is a no. This is gold on the front and the chain is all solid. Testing. Solid gold, baby. Was it worth all this? No. Not really. It was really a terrible, terrible box. And I have a lot to go through, so maybe I shouldn't say that yet. Now look when I put the 18 karat. It's still there. Maybe that, what I'm thinking is a 10 is a 18. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm gonna go get an 18 karat chain and hold it next to it just to say I have been digging this stuff out for several minutes now and the tests are still holding up, but I want to get this acid out of the way. So look at the back of that and the 18 karat is still holding up. So I am going to take this off now. put this aside. And we're going to look at some 18 karat gold chains, or a 18 karat gold chain. Drop the other ones next to this and see how the color is. So what do you think? We got that color and that color. I'm not a professional gold person, so I don't know. And this chain is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Am I doing a good job of comparing the colors? I do think that's a lighter color than this. So maybe it's 10. But even if it is 10, that's a lot of gold. This chain, oh, it's so stunning. 18 karat gold. I haven't looked at this for a while. It has this mark on it. I do need to look up who that is. So hard to do this. I'm getting nervous because the video's long. And so does anyone know that maker, first of all? Because this chain is so gorgeous. Now, I did not find this in the box. I have had this for a long time. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I got this. I've just had it a long time, but it's 18 karat gold Italy. And look at that chain. It's so beautiful. So I don't know who that maker is. I will probably sell this. Don't have a price on this yet, but I am going to look at these pictures on the video later and see if I can figure out who that maker is, because this is so, oh, just don't even. I can't even, It's beautiful. The way it feels. I'll give you a weight and a measurement just in case you're interested in the 18 karat gold chain. While I look at it a little further, it's 20 inches. No wonder I love it. And let's see, we gotta get the lights from bothering our weight. 3.7. I'm gonna write that down. 3.7 grams, 18 karat, and 20 inches. And that designer, whoever it is. So I got that out of the way. Hope you don't mind hanging out with me while I do that. Actually, this whole bag is all stuff that I need to list on eBay. I'll probably bring it to my channel and see what you guys, see if you buy it first. If not, then I'll put it on there. I wanted to get out this 18 karat gold chain. Compare that color. 14 karat gold. And that, it's very close. I'm just not a gold person all the time, so I don't know. But we'll have to see. I think the X-ray machine is the only way to really know what this one's going to be. And this one I'm going to bring to sale too. It's an oldie. I've had this for a very, 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 very long time. 14 karat. Has that, whoever that designer is, lobster clasp, all marked everywhere. This was in my family and purchased straight from a nice jewelry store by my family. So I know this is really a great piece. Rope chain, 16 inches, 13 grams. I will be bringing that. If you're interested in that, let me know, and I will do my comps and see what those go for. But what did I say that one weighed? 13 grams. Let's see on the scale, just so you know. Now, I know there's a little tag there, so give me a break on that. 12.9 grams. Oh, and then it just went to 13. So, almost 13. And another one, That's a 14 karat gold chain. I don't think we need to bring out another one and compare it because it's not going to help us. But just in case you want to see, because this one I'm going to bring to sell too. This is, again, has been in my family a long, long, long time and is mine. And now that it's in this package, it's going to be a little fiddly. It's one of these like flat chains. And what I really love most about this one is the clasp. I just love this. So this goes in here. Let me show you the mark first. Right there on the back. I don't know why I got into all my other jewelry right now, but I just did. I wanted to compare the colors. But I love that clasp. And when I wear this necklace, the clasp kind of comes down in the front because it's so heavy. And I like to wear it like this because it's almost like wearing one of those gold bars. You know how they used to wear the little gold bar necklace? So that's that piece. And it looks gorgeous on. It's so beautiful. 14K, Italy on that one. And, oh, I didn't even do any specs on it because it's something that I wear and love. Let's see. But it's an old one. It's not one of those like hollow, cheap ones. It's pretty heavy. And I'll show you that now. 7.7 grams of 14K. And again, that clasp is awesome. I thought often about taking the clasp off and, you know, having a jeweler put it on something else, but it's great. This one is about 19 inches. And I really don't want to roll this one up because it is that, you know, flat chain. So let me put that away. So we've got the 18 and the two 14s, important stuff that I need to get to. Tons of fun things in here. I'd love to show you all that. Maybe I'll do a whole video on that one day. So where are we? We are on this chain and get a little baggy. Not much for sale today. My pile is really little over there, but it is substantial because we've got that 14 karat gold and diamond pendant lady. So beautiful. This is going to go to the XRF machine because I really can't read that. And I think this one's plated in the front. Definitely beautiful. And by the way, these tested as glass, those two stones. So interesting, really interesting stuff. I hope you learned something today and that you had fun. I'm going to see if I can put together a thumbnail and be right back. Hey everybody, this is Sherry. It's the next day for me, but it's the same video for you. So you won't notice at all, except, oh, you might notice I'm wearing different jewelry. And I thought these looked so great together. So this is the purple sapphire Star of David ring that I got from Doug at Vintage Boutique Cali. He's a wonderful guy. He's been at this a while. He knows a lot. So go visit his channel. And this is that garnet ring that everybody raves about. And I understand why. It is quite beautiful. And I got that from Bruce at Bruden's Treasures. That's B-R-U-D-E-N-S Treasures, right? Yes. And he has great live shows and just great jewelry. I just thought they looked beautiful together. And I have my cross ring. Today is Easter while I'm taping this. And my beloved Larimar. So thanks for letting me share those. Okay, I told you I would offer brooches for sale. But before I do, I'll remind you quickly how to reach me if you want to buy some. I don't know if you heard that, but my son started the vacuum right in the middle of recording. Anyway, where was I? Did I even say this part yet? I'm so silly. So if you see something you like, here's my email address. And please send me these 4 pieces of information, okay? That way I'll be able to let you know if it's here or not. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm really going to go for this, so I'm going to do it another time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you like the video, hit the like button. It'd be really great, okay? All right, thanks for that. Now let's get into the brooches. So everything in this lot, as I said before, all needs cleaning. So I have cleaned some things, but 17 pounds of jewelry is a lot to do. So I'll bring the pieces out as I get them done. But first we have this brooch, and I did take a Google image. It does say it's a vintage piece. It's like an antiqued gold tone, beautiful pink crystals. And this looks like it's trying to be rhodochrosite. It's glass. There's the back of the pin. It's in really good condition. And it is measuring almost 3 inches. Everything works great. Everything's there. And for this one, I will say $7 on that brooch. Next, we have this vintage sapphire brooch. They go for about $20. My price on this is going to be $14. Beautiful deep blue color crystals. The back of all of these is in really good condition. The pin works really great. So that has a little pin area. So all of these are in really good condition, or I would tell you otherwise. This one measures about 1.5 inches. It's really good size. Very, very well made. See that kind of finish on the back. And my price on that is $14. Let me know if you love that one. Next, I have these adorable Jelly Belly. This one is a duck, and it's just adorable. Okay, so he'll stand this way. That's his little feeties and his little beak. It's made of thermoset moon glow, and these are very popular. So this one's called Jelly Belly Duck. They're usually about 20 something, and my price on this is $15. So really popular and really great. Little scatter pins, I guess you'd call these. Nice cute little guy, but watch out, I have another one. Look at that baby, isn't that cute? So this is another thermoset. I'm thinking maybe by the same maker. Rhinestones in her little kitty cat tail. Look at the whiskers and the eyes, and she's just beautiful. And look how good it looks with that one. So again, really, I have to show you the good quality that these are. And just how good the pin things work and all of that. So let me take one of them off anyway. But they all work great, and the pins don't come out really easily. You know how you spin that part around and sometimes it rolls right back and the pin falls? Well, this does not. They're all in really good shape like this. And I will show you. Got to give that pin a little push and turn this around. And it's there. It's very secure. Stays very well. So I want you to know that too. And that's the same on this one. It stays closed really well. So did I price the cat? The cat goes for a lot. I mean, that was really going for more. So I'm going to say 20 on this one. Again, Moon Glow, Thermoset Belly, and the kitty cat for 20. Let me know what you think, okay? Next is a frog. We have a frog enamel, little scatter pinny thing again. Back is in excellent condition. The pin, again, works great, stays really tight. That's the back of him. Now, he does have a little wear on this foot, but not bad. Otherwise, he is called the Toad Frog Pin. Usually about 20 they're listed for, and I'm going to say 12. Okay, so that's that little guy. And then I guess I'm going to have to do this one. We have this. This is not so bad. It doesn't have like legs like the other one did, but it's gorgeous. I think this is glass. So that would be trying to look like malachite. faux pearl, really beautiful. These are very, very popular. Here's the back, great condition. This one is signed, but I cannot make it out at all. It's underneath the pin right there. So I don't know who the maker is, but it is signed. I'm pretty sure that's a signature under there. So I just thought I'd let you know about that one. And for that, I'll say 15. That's a nice one. It's nice heavy glass. Any more critter guys? Let's see. No, I think that's it for those. And then there's this safety pin brooch. It has beautiful purple and pink rhinestones that are prong set in there beautifully. So I saw some of these where you could put, you know, any other pins along there, any kind of charms that you want to show off. I love this metal. I don't know if it's aluminum or what. It feels like that really good pot metal. It's a beautiful color, very strong, and for this one I'll say $6. Lovely crystals in there. Then we have your quintessential enamel daisy flower. The middle I think is a black color, and then you've got the red. The gold tone on this is beautiful, and the back has that type of a clasp. It's in great shape. I love the color of the gold. I think it's really pretty. And this measures 3 inches, and I'll say 6 for that one. Next, these are the kind that my grandmother had, and I know that these were called the look of gold. At least that's what the pin advertisement said on them. She loved these, and I have some of hers. Beautiful colors, great little fleur-de-lis kind of edges on them. And there's the back. This one also has a nice tight pin, doesn't go anywhere, so I love that. So this one is going to be $6 for that one. Then we have this lovely rose enamel pin, has rhinestones all over the place on the leaves and the petals. This one might be signed on the back. I don't know if that's a signature. Sometimes it's hard to tell with these because the rhodium is so thick on them. But it's in great shape. It's a beauty. It would look great on a jean jacket. And I'll say just 5 for that one. I'm going to save the best one for last, or at least from this bag. So this is the bag of unsigned brooches, and then next I'll get to the signed. Excuse me. Look at this guy. Isn't that fantastic? It has articulated, what do you call that when you put a garland around the tree? We used to put tinsel. So the colors of this is stunning. And look at the big teardrop crystal at the top. I'm not sure who made this. I don't know if it's Juliana. I didn't look up on the Is It Juliana website. You can do that if you'd like to. But it has one of the older pin stops. Great condition, and I love that it's articulated. So for this one, in beautiful condition, I'm going to say 15. I think it's worth that. Put it right in this bag so the little crystals will be all protected. Now this is stunning. I'm going to take it off this paper, and I know it's missing a rhinestone, but it's still worth bringing because it's fantastic. Every Google search I did called this a Coro brooch, and there is a Coro Tree of Life brooch like this that's, I think, $100 or more, $155 or something. Not exactly sure, I don't remember, but it's a great brooch. It's very sought after. It has these moonstone, they're called moonstones, but they're moon glow cabochons, all prong set in there. Beautiful enameled leaves. But look at the material and the way this was made. I love that metal. It's just gorgeous. It's not tarnishing, it's strong, it's beautiful, it looks pure. The pin is a little longer than the pin stop, and it's fantastic. There is that one missing one. You can pop one in anytime. I can even watch in this bag to see if I find it. But that's the Coro Moonstone by Adolph Katz, Art Deco era. And I found several of them that said that, so I do believe that's right. If not, let me know, but that's what I've seen. So 55 these went for and more. I'm going to price it at just 20 because it has that one missing. So I think that's a real catch. Next, I have signed brooches. And this is an AAI brooch. This is really popular. There were several of these for sale, so I'm guessing they were really popular. Isn't that cute for spring? So you have pink crystals there, all in there in the flower. It is silver plated. There's your signature. I know my little pieces of paper are a pain, but it helps me to remember all the info. The pin stop is in great condition. Really nice one. And my price on this is $15. So let me know if you love that one. Next I have a Napier gold tone beautiful ribbon brooch. The gold color's pretty. You've got that rope design. Your signature is right here on the corner. The condition of it is fantastic. Nice little skinny pin on there. Beautiful condition. And these I saw at 25 and better, and I'm going to say just $12 on the Napier brooch. Next is a set. I ended up noticing that I had a brooch and then earrings that really look the same. So that's up to you to decide. But here is, which way would this go? This way. This looks to me very much like Coro. They did this sort of red AB crystal a lot, and they did this lighter gold tone. It's not marked, so I can't be sure, but it's in great shape, and it's a little butterfly brooch. And I thought these earrings looked just like it. Same color metal, same foiling on the back of the stones. So that looks exact to me. So here's the clip-ons and the brooch. Wait a minute, they would go this way, right? Yeah. So I think that's a set. Do you? Either that or it's really close. So I do think it might be Coro. Whoops. Butterfly or a flower. I'm going to say 6 for the pin and 6 for the earrings. Whoops, I had 8 written down, but that's okay. I'll cross that out and I'll put 6 for each of those, just so I don't have any confusion. So lovely set. And if you have anything Coro with those red ABs, you're going to know what I'm talking about. They are awesome at that. That's that set. Then I have this little, I think it's pewter, and it has a little pair of earrings there. This is by JJ, brand new, looks never used. And you have your little angel and the little flower bouquet she's holding. So this, I don't know what these go for. I didn't look them up, but I'll say $4 on that one. Next signed piece, this is pewter. It's by Sarah, and that's her last name. And it also says this on the back. And this one says have faith with a little heart articulated. They are listed for about 12, and I'm going to say 5 on this. Here is all your signatures and your writing. Just a really great quality piece. $5 on that one. Next I have this beautiful Avon ring. These are listed for around 38. They do say that they're gold plated, and they say that they are an opal. I don't know if they are a real opal. It feels cold, and back in the day they really did use them, but I cannot be sure. There's your Avon signature. It is sizable inside, And it's a beautiful ring. This is very popular. People still love this piece. Again, they're listed for $35 very, very steadily. Let's see what the ring sits at. Without any pressure, it's at a 5.5. And with pressure, I'd say 6.5. So it's so pretty. If earrings come up to match this, I will let you know. If you purchase this ring, I'll let you know about the earrings. But for this, I am gonna say not 38. Let's do just 20 on the ring. If I can get my pen to write. So Avon ring, possibly an opal. And for you Avon people out there, if you know, do let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if that is a real one. So 20 on that beautiful piece. Okay, next I have another really old Coro. It has gorgeous blue enameling. Really nice. And look at the fleur-de-lis on this one. There is that center stone missing. Again, I'll watch for it in the bag. This is nice. This is old, old, old. Nice little pin. Great metal. Is that a signature in there? Yeah, it is. I took a picture and found out it was a Coro, but it's actually signed right under there. Didn't see it at first. So really an oldie and a beautiful piece. These were about 19, and I'm going to say just 10 for that. That's a very beautiful color. And it's so strong and just well made. Okay, next we have this. I love this one. Vintage Avon Mouse. And look at gold tone with the glasses on. Reminds me so much of Signer, because Signer had this finish on their gold tone pieces a lot. And a lot of these came out of the same factories. So it is an Avon piece. It is signed right there on his ear. And these were going for around 30, and I'm going to say 15 for him. And the color of his eyes are red. Isn't he cute? Beautiful condition for sure. So loved him. Hope you do too. Next, again, look at the red AB. So I think this is a Coro. Wait, I have it written down as Coro. Yep, it is marked right down in there. So there's your signature under the pin. This one is kind of muddled, a little bit harder to see, but it is there. C-O-R-O, there you go. And this again with the red AB crystals, stunning, stunning brooch. It's all there. The metal's great, pin is great. I saw only one, I think it was on Etsy, for $25.99. I'm gonna say 19 on this. Absolutely gorgeous. This guy, I guess, is a 3 snowman pin. It looks older by the construction. And this is by BSD. Not sure who that is, but it's cute. It's in great condition, and I'll say $4 on that piece. Then we have this Kenneth Cole beautiful Christmas pin, poinsettia, gorgeous bow and little mistletoes. It is 16 online. I will say 7. There's your maker's mark, and again, beautiful condition. Great, great brooch. So just 7 on that one. And then the best for last. Look how beautiful this is. This is a big brooch. I do have large hands, so I'll measure it for you. But look at this. It's holding a heart. It's got blue and like a fuchsia pink rhinestones all throughout. Look at the eye. I think that's a swallow, isn't it? With that kind of a tail. Maybe someone can let me know in the comment section. But this is actually by the designer Nikki Butler. It's right there on that cartouche, and that says Thailand over there. So a beautiful Nikki Butler brooch. I could not find one anywhere. I tried with the pictures, I tried with describing it, and there were other Nikki Butler pins, but never did I see this one. So I don't know what to price it at, but I'm just gonna go for it. There was a butterfly brooch from Nikki Butler, not sterling. This is designer, not sterling. The butterfly was 128. There was a pink flower, not as nice as this, for 70. So I think they are very collectible and beautiful, and I couldn't find this one anywhere. So let me measure his wingspan. It is over 3.5 inches and 2.5 inches from here to here. 3.5 inches wide there. It is gorgeous. Beautiful condition. I love it, love it, love it. There's all my information. I'll leave that in the bag for whoever gets it. And what am I going to price this at? I think I'm going to say I'm going to do a silly price of $45. And let someone grab it up and take it and enjoy it, right? So that's that one. And I hope you enjoyed the little brooch sale. Okay, everyone, that's it for me on this one. I hope you enjoyed the testing of all the metals and got to see what we found so far in this box. And if you didn't see episode 1, you need to go back and see that. That really gives a good idea of all the yucky stuff that I got in here. I want to be fair and give a full assessment of the box of jewelry. It's been fun to try out this untested, unsorted box. I've always wanted to do that, but I have my opinions about what I found. So thank you for watching. I want to remind you of my email one last time and the 4 rules of purchasing from Sherry at Blessed Baubles. So please follow those rules. It'll help you and me both, okay? And last but not least, subscribe, hit the bell, ring, ring, and click the like button on your way out if you like the video, okay? You don't have to if you didn't like it, but if you liked it, give it a like. And someone always clicks the don't like button, just one person on every video. So thank you for that too, because every time you click either like or not like, it still works. So thanks. And everybody has their own styles that they like. So here's that gold piece here. All of the brooches. We have our sterling silver monogram set, our sterling silver and crystal, the sterling red stone earrings, our sterling brooch back here with the abalone, and the other really old sterling bow. All the brooches, all the rings, all the fun. So that's it for me on this one. You know what I'm going to say next. We'll see you next time at the Baubles. And I've got a lot of jewelry to share with you. So much fun stuff. So come back, okay? All right. Bye.